Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Auburn Tigers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. The give is to Smith. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn going to work with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Commodores offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Finds a spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gonna let it fly, and it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to pass, it's Collins. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Jensen. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Beck. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. At that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Barney. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Working that left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Grabbed behind the line, it's McAfee. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Smith. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fitzgerald. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the 1st. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got his man. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The Commodores want to crank the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To throw, it's Beck. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Vandy. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this in the next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith takes the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.